Welcome back to Chelsea News TV, and today we're first going to be looking at surprise signing Wayne Hennessey from Crystal Palace, and next we're going to be looking at PSG ace Marquinhos' move to Stamford Bridge. So starting with the goalkeeper. After nearly 7 months at the helm, Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel could be set to make shock first signing in the former Crystal Palace goalkeeper Wayne Hennessey. Few managers hit the ground running quite like Tuchel did upon his arrival at Stamford Bridge at the beginning of this year. The former Borussia Dortmund and PSG boss guided the Blues to 2 major cup finals, losing the FA Cup final to Leicester City before securing the second Champions League title in Chelsea's history after beating Premier League rivals Manchester City 1-0 in the final. Tuchel also inspired his side to a top 4 finish, a safety net for Champions League football should they have lost that final against City. Their status as European champions will undoubtedly assist them in the pursuit of some of the most talented players across the continent. The likes of Erling Haaland and Rafael Varane both touted with a potential move to West London in recent weeks. However, recent reports suggest that Tuchel's first ever signing as Blues boss could be less high profile in the ex-Eagles shotstopper Hennessey. Chelsea are hardly stacked in the goalkeeping department, with Edouard Mendy boasting the #1 spot, while £72 million addition Kepa Arrizabalaga occupies the bench. The Blues are without a third choice keeper after Willy Caballero left the club once his contract expired at the end of last season. Caballero enjoyed a fair degree of responsibility for a shot stopper that sat third in the pecking order, making 38 appearances for the Blues over the course of 4 seasons. It is thought that Tuchel wants someone equally experienced and capable to occupy that role next season, and identified Hennessey as a potential candidate. Boasting homegrown status, the Welsh international has been capped more than 100 times for his country and has vast amounts of Premier League experience over the course of both stints with Wolves and Palace. Hennessey has made 181 Premier League appearances and would be one of the most seasoned veterans in the Blues dressing room. The move would be strikingly similar to the 28 transfer of Rob Green, where the former West Ham keeper did not feature at all in one season at the club, simply providing backup for Kepa and Caballero. So it looks like Chelsea are bringing in the former Crystal Palace keeper Wayne Hennessey this summer to Stamford Bridge. Wayne Hennessey has been proven to be a decent goalkeeper in recent years, with that 2016 Euros campaign with Wales, where he showed to be one of the best keepers in the tournament, reaching the semi-final stage with Wales. So Hennessey could be a perfect third choice keeper, and with Kepa Arrizabalaga looking to be leaving this summer to get game time so he will be able to participate in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, Kepa may well be on his way out, and former Chelsea manager Maurizio Sarri is looking to bring Kepa Arrizabalaga to Lazio. So it looks like Chelsea could sign a third choice keeper in the form of Wayne Hennessey. Before we get into the next news story, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell for daily uploads. So now we're going to be looking at PSG ace Marquinhos. It has been a slow start to summer's transfer window for Chelsea and head coach Thomas Tuchel. After guiding the Blues to a UEFA Champions League title just over 8 months ago, the Chelsea boss was tipped by many to be one of the most Premier League's busiest bosses when it came to adding new signings to his squad this summer. However, even though we are in the early stages of this summer window, Chelsea are yet to add any new faces to the squad, meaning Tuchel still yet to make his first signing since replacing Frank Lampard back in January. Despite that, the German has still set his ambitions high as he aims to turn the Blues back into genuine Premier League title contenders. Amongst his main targets this summer are Wolverhampton's Wanderers star Adama Traore, Declan Rice of West Ham United, and Borussia Dortmund sensation Erling Haaland, the latter of whom is believed to be Blues' top target above anyone else. Therefore, if the Blues are to pursue a move for Haaland and successfully secure his signature, there is a chance that it could set them back by around £150 million, meaning that would restrict Tuchel on what else he could spend to land his top targets. Despite turning down the offer of 2 new contracts at London Stadium, West Ham are believed to value Rice at somewhere in the region of £100 million, meaning it's unlikely that the Blues could go after both him and Haaland in the same window. However, Chelsea have already identified an alternative option to Rice this summer to save them the money in the shape of Paris Saint-Germain and Brazilian ace Marquinhos. It's reported that the Blues have pinpointed him as a target and Tuchel is keen on a reunion. Admittedly, the 27-year-old, renowned by almost everyone as a seasoned centre-back who is vastly experienced in playing that role, but he has a tendency to play further forward in central defensive in the past, particularly under Tuchel. And a couple of years ago, Marquinhos opened up on his new role and admitted that he always tries to do his best and that the move had been positive for him. The coach likes to take us out of our comfort zone. When he spoke to me about playing in midfield, I was surprised. He told PSG's official website back in February 2019. I was fairly comfortable playing in defence, focused on giving my best in that position. Like with any change, it took me time to adapt. I have learned a lot, I've gained new qualities. Whether I play in defence or midfield, I try to give my best, but I think it's very positive for me. Playing in midfield is very difficult, it goes very quickly, it goes very fast, so you have to keep an eye on everything happening around you. This season, a lot of players would have played in different positions. You have to focus on one thing, always put the team first. I always tried to do my best, whichever position. I would never say that I didn't want to play, even if I was tired. Sometimes the coach asked me to make the decision. I always want to play, but he knows how to manage the situation. A season is very long and we have a lot of ambition this term. We will see what the coach decides. The last few seasons have helped us a lot. The older players try to pass on as much experience as possible to the rest of the team. We try and bring that to the big matches. These days I think more about my preparation for matches. With Marquinhos, who is currently valued at £67.5 million by Transfermarkt, having built up an understanding of playing in the defensive midfield in recent years, it could be possible that Tuchel views him as an alternative option to Declan Rice. The German of course knows him inside out, as does Marquinhos with Tuchel, meaning it could be a sensible move if Chelsea were to officially launch a move for him. As well as that, Marquinhos also knows Thiago Silva well, meaning the latter may convince him to make the move. So it may seem that Chelsea are looking to bring in a Declan Rice alternative, as Declan Rice is priced at £100 million, so Chelsea might bring in PSG ace Marquinhos. Marquinhos is one of the best defenders at the current age, so it could be perfect for Chelsea. So thank you for watching and hope you like and subscribe for more content, and come on, you Blues.